plaintiff, Bianca Kamel, says when she was 14, she started running the streets and eventually became addicted to heroin and crack. Bianca admits that she lost custody of her children due to her addiction, and her sister, the defendant, raised her son. However, Bianca is suing her sister today for stolen money and a gas bill. Defendant Jaleisha Kamel admits that she helped raise Bianca's son after a relapse, but says she no longer resents Bianca and hopes for the sake of her children that Bianca can stay clean and sober. Jaleisha insists Bianca should be suing her ex for the stolen money and the gas bill.
Start with you.
Well, I think my sister Jaleisha has resentments against me. When
Why?
I was 14, I ran the streets a lot, and I wasn't really at home. Due to me running the streets, when I was 15, I became addicted to heroin and crack. But I have 2 years sober now.
Good.
And I'm not making those same mistakes like I used to. However, my sister Jaleisha is still doing some of the things she used to do in her past.
Was she addicted to drugs?
No, just like lying and stealing, stuff like that.
Are you serious?
More than you?
I never lied or stole anything from my family, and my sister could say that. She could tell you that.
Never
even though I
lied
was
to you?
on drugs.
Never lied to your family?
I lied to my family.
Oh, I thought that's what
But
you
I've
said. I
never
never
stolen.
lied and stole.
I've never stolen anything
Okay.
from them.
All right. But you did lie.
Yes.
All right, because a minute ago you said I've never lied or stolen from my family.
Sorry.
And I knew that was a lie.
Sorry.
All right. So, all right, it's good to know that you overcame your addiction. Good.
Thank you.
And what have you been doing since that time?
I was working. I had a couple of little odd jobs.
Good.
I just recently got my kids back. So my daughter's in preschool. She's half a day. So now I'm just like staying at home, getting stuff together with
How
my
old
kids.
is your other child?
My other child is 12. I have a 12-year-old son, and he just made it into 6th grade. He's a good student.
Who was
So-
raising him while you were
Actually, my sister had him.
incapacitated? She was?
She
All right.
had him. And I'm very grateful to her for having him.
And that's why you think she resents you?
Well, actually, every time me and my sisters are together, when we get into it, that's something that they bring up.
Yeah. So that means they resent that.
That's what I meant to say. That's what I was trying to
Because
say.
I promise you, when a family member is a drug addict and they dump a major burden on the other, as in raising their child,
True.
been there, done that, then that's a point of resentment forever, because that's a lot. You've destroyed the child in many ways, emotional distress permanently. You've caused distress to the person whom you've given that burden to, financially and otherwise, and there's a lot that goes with that.
Defendant Jaleisha Kamel says the plaintiff is her sister, and she claims she helped raise the plaintiff's son after she relapsed on crack and heroin.
What happens in many instances is drug addicts get clean, and then they think, oh, everything is fine. Now, no, everything isn't fine. They're still in financial debt, or in more debt than she would have been had she not had to raise your child. So that's why she resents you. By the way, have you made any efforts to repay? Have you paid them for the monies that they expended on behalf of your child for all these years, or on your behalf, really? Have you done any of that?
Sometimes I can't say that I've paid all the responsibilities, but in and out, I used to try to give them what I could.
What
Like
does
I
that
said,
mean? I mean, I'm saying since you were clean,
I
to
never,
assist them
I'm
in
not
some
gonna
way.
lie, I never really thought to offer anything.
There you go. And
I
that's what
never
I'm
really
trying to
thought to
get
offer
you.
anything.
I understand. And you're not the only one that feels that way, but that's why I try to get you and other people who are viewing, who are recovering addicts, to understand. You just can't, just because you get religion and overcome your addiction, all these people you've damaged, they're still damaged. You cool. I'm free. I ain't used to church no more. I'm living a good life. Well, I'm broke. I'm bankrupt. I'm emotionally stressed. I didn't go to college because I had to raise your son. Yeah, I know you cool. Been there, done that. I know that whole story personally and from 1,000 other people. So don't just think that everything is over because you're now straight, because she and the child still suffering those consequences. You give me some background.
Well, me and my sister, we didn't have the best sister relationship growing up because she chose drugs, like she said. And so I had to take on the responsibility of raising her son. Well, I really didn't take on the whole responsibility. My mom was in the picture, but at the time, my mom was working a lot. So it was like most of the responsibility did fall on me as far as picking him up and, doing the motherly duties. But when my sister did go into the rehab and get herself together, we had no problem taking her to, her son to go and see her, give her anything that she needed at the time to help her stay clean.
Okay.
So
You still harbor resentments toward her?
Not at the moment, because I see she's been clean for 2 years, and I don't think that she's thinking about going down that path anymore. So I hope she just do
Good
it.
enough. The gas bill that you're suing her for and the stolen money, you stealing now, she say.
That's
now
a
it's
lie.
your turn, huh? You say it's your turn to feel
No,
good. You
that's
stole the
That's
money. You
not
say
like
it's my turn.
That's not true.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Well, back in August of 2015, me and my sister and our boyfriends agreed to get an apartment together. We were each supposed to pay $450 apiece, and my sister was supposed to pay the gas bill. We had the lights, she had the gas. Okay, at first when we moved there, the gas was in her name. It got cut off in her name, couldn't get back turned on, so we got the gas cut in my boyfriend's name. From December until August when she left, the bill got up to $1,415.
Ma'am?
At the time when we moved in, her and my boyfriend had an agreement because I wasn't
That's a
working
lie.
at the
Let
time.
her finish.
I wasn't working, so
You
he
work-
was supporting me, and he was taking
She
on the
lying, her boyfriend
responsibility.
didn't even have a
Okay.
So
job.
as far as anything, as far as the gas bill, any bills in the house that was for us, he was taking care of
About
all
the
that.
money, were you stealing the money, getting high off of
No,
it?
oh my God, no, I was
So
not, Your Honor.
I never gave you
I mean,
rent
she
money.
ain't say you were getting high, but I'm just saying you might feel it's your turn.
No.
All right. So, the stolen money, tell me about that.
I gave Jaleisha rent money twice on an occasion
How
to
much
pay
was
the
the
rent,
rent,
$450 on each occasion, and the rent was never received by the landlord. The landlord come knocking on my door talking about we have to move. We ain't paid rent in 2 months. And then next thing I know, she's gone. She done moved out.
Defendant Jaleisha Kamel says the plaintiff is her sister, and she claims she helped raise the plaintiff's son after she relapsed on crack and heroin.
All right, tell me about the rent she said she gave
The
to you
rent
and you
was
failed to
given-
deliver to the landlord.
The rent was given to my boyfriend. I had no parts
She
of that.
lying.
So anything that was for rent, my boyfriend handled my ex-boyfriend
Okay.
handled all of that. So
I'm going to conclude it was joint tenancy, even though you're trying to blame everything on your boyfriend. You can roll your eyes, you can roll your behind, whatever you want to roll. But you're going to pay today. That was a joint tenancy. You were both staying there. You were both using that gas. You're not going to escape liability because your boyfriend is not here today. Know that game. $2,315 because that was a joint tenancy. They were both responsible, one or the other, and you got her today. Judgment for the plaintiff.
are you serious?
I still love you, boo.
I love you too, though.
I still love you, and
do
we still
too.
gonna get over this. Wait, come here. You bigger than this.